Get the #1 rated tire and wheel coverage anywhere, starting at $180 per year. Visit thervadvisor.com today.
This is the RV Advisor Podcast with your host, Tom Alexander. Get all the latest information, trends, advice from experts, stories from the road, and more in the world of recreational vehicles. Now, here's Tom.
Hi, everybody. This is the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander, and today I'm joined by Shannon from Our RV Days. There, I got it right. I said it right. Hi, Shannon. How are you?
Hi. Doing great.
Great. And I see your looks like a very relaxing location where you are behind you on a lake there. And I guess you said you're up on the Panhandle in Florida, huh?
Yes. Yeah. We're in Defuniak Springs right now.
Wow. Okay. Boy, I don't think I've heard of that, but hey, listen, you learn something new every day. And
That's a very small town.
Yeah, it looks like a really tranquil, beautiful spot where you're located. What am I seeing to the right there? That's your RV there, your unit?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm outside and I'm on the side of our unit. We have a Jayco 33 RBTS. And it's a great model.
Yeah. So, and you've got a family of 5. So that's sometimes, I guess, can be a challenge, right? You know, kind of mobilizing everybody. And the kids are homeschooled according to your Instagram page. And so keeps you busy.
Yeah, it's great though. I mean, we have a good flow to what we do each day, and the kids are very joyful. So there's not much stress that we have to encounter.
Oh, well, that's good. Do they help out a little bit too with on the road?
Oh yeah, our kids help press the buttons to get the RV settled. They help out with cooking and cleaning. So it's really a joint effort upon everyone here.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's always good when it's a family affair, making sure everybody is knows their role, I guess, makes the trip a lot smoother. So you're in North Florida now, and have you done a lot of traveling in the Gulf area, or are you kind of trying to make the whole country a destination?
Well, that's kind of funny. We don't really have a plan. We launched about 7 months ago, and instead of booking and planning ahead, we kind of just went with the flow. And as we met people on the road, they would say, we just came from this place, or you should check out this place. And so when we formed those friendships and relationships, we then began booking those spots. And that's sort of how we've ended up here. We started in South Carolina and went up the east side, then down to Florida, and now through the Panhandle. And we have plans to go to Alabama Gulf Shores after this.
Oh, very nice. Now, where's home base? Is there a home base, or are you kind of you're nomads?
We're nomads. We're full nomads. We had a house in South Carolina, and we sold that upon this venture. So yeah, we do not have a home base anymore. And this is it. This is our home.
That's your home base right there. Yeah, it's on wheels, that's awesome. And do the kids kind of do they miss having a house, or do they really love just their houses on wheels?
Yeah, I think they really love this lifestyle. The things we experience, the things we see, it just brings them so much joy. And they do make friends out here, and it's great because you go to a campsite and all the kids just want to play. It's not like, will you be my friend, or any drama behind it. They're all just there to play kickball and hang out. And so it's a great lifestyle.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And it's been kind of I guess you could say, a common theme on the show when we've had folks that have young families, it's a real education, because not only do they see these amazing places that have a rich history on their own, or they're just geographically beautiful, but there's the culture aspect, different parts of the country, and they meet new people and they learn new things. So it really is, nothing expands the mind like travel. It's really pretty extraordinary.
Yeah, it's life learning, and we're doing it together as a family, which is the cool thing. If we visit a lighthouse, then we go and read books about lighthouses and find where other lighthouses are, and we're all doing it together,
Yeah.
which I really love about this.
Well, when you get to South Florida, if you get to South Florida, there's a really cool lighthouse in Pompano Beach, and
Okay.
it's been there for many decades, and it's a beautiful lighthouse. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and learn a whole lot more from Shannon. And I will say this: that the Instagram page is called Our RV Days. Now that's our OUR underscore RV underscore days. So there you go, and we'll put that graphic up, and you can visit. You can visit and be one of the 3,000 plus followers of Shannon and crew. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander. Back in a moment.
The RVACA is a charitable organization protecting the rights of the RV owners. We'll work with dealers and manufacturers to ensure quality control is in place prior to delivery of an RV. Additionally, the RVACA provides assistance to disaster relief victims. Visit rvaca.org.
We are back on the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander. My guest is Shannon from Our RV Days. And you can follow Shannon and her family on Instagram. And boy, I'll tell you, lots of fun adventures with this crew, and a lot of cool destinations ahead. And I know you've got a couple places you're thinking about here over the course of the next couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, we're going to go out to the Gulf Shores of Alabama. We've never been to Alabama, so we want to see their beach. We're actually going to go into Tennessee and check out Nashville, which we've never seen, and I'm super excited about learning the culture and the music and the food. And from there, we kind of don't have any plans. See what unfolds for us, what God puts in our path.
It's funny because it's we've come across really two kinds of RVers, full timers. Ones that really, they plan everything out because they don't want to run the risk maybe of having something go wrong or whatever it is. And then there's folks like yourselves who just say, you know what, who cares? Let's just wing it. Let's see where the road takes us. And, listen, what the heck? You're in your RV, you're safe, you're fine. If things don't exactly work out, as planned or as hoped, let's put it that way in your case, you still got a place to stay. Your house is right there with you. So everything's cool.
Right there. Yeah, and we've just been very blessed. I mean, every time we have needed a place to stay, we've found one. And so we, fingers crossed, that continues to be our journey.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's terrific. Now we got a chance to chat a little bit during the break, and you shared something with me that was really, really cool. And I obviously I had no idea about, but this is I guess the contest of contests, if you will. Wow. Okay. So share with our audience exactly where it happened, when it happened, and what it was.
So the big thing is that me and my husband got married on live television with mics and commercial breaks and everything. We entered a contest called Wedding in a Week. We were selected as the winners on Monday, and we showed up Friday to get married on live TV. Nothing was picked, like we had no choice in anything. The audience picked the dress, the food, the location, the colors. We just showed up and got married, and it was really wild. Wow,
that is amazing. Now your wedding dress didn't have like sponsor patches all over it, did it? You didn't like nothing like that. You didn't have like a Libby's pumpkin spice thing on the back of your Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't go
It
that
was a
far,
beautiful,
right?
it was a beautiful, normal wedding dress. I was just like so happy that it actually fit when I showed up, because that could have been bad. But yeah, and it was streamed to all of our friends and family that, couldn't obviously be at the location in a week.
Uh-huh. Wow, that's great. So they were able to just sort of tune in, and this all happened in Maryland. I guess you were in
It
Maryland.
did. It happened in Maryland, and it happened before a lot of the technology.
Yeah.
We're over a decade together,
Yeah,
so it wasn't as publicly shared as maybe it would be in now's days. I did
yeah.
share a couple pictures and I think videos on one of my posts recently about it.
Right. Wow, that's amazing. Where in Maryland was it? Do you remember?
It was in Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, in Baltimore. Okay. Yeah. And the whole audience, everybody sort of got to pick exactly how the whole thing was planned, laid out, and you guys, all you guys needed to do was just show up.
We
So
needed to, just show up and enjoy.
wow. Let me tell you, that is pretty cool, because I could, as far back as I can remember, weddings have the planning stage of weddings have probably caused more preemptive divorces. Because it's crazy to try and plan these things, and everything is coordinated, and you want this to happen and that to happen, and by the time you get to the big day, you're exhausted.
Sure, I can totally understand that.
Yeah, it really is. And I obviously got several years on you, but it goes back to the 80s, and I remember getting married, and it was a whirlwind, just of preparation. Worth it, because the big day was amazing. But man, you really get to a point where you're pulling your hair out, trying to figure out, is the band going to show up? Is this, you're always thinking about all those things. So that's really cool.
I would say it was the first thing kind of that led us to be a little more spontaneous in our life too. Maybe it was like the stepping point to this journey we're on.
Yeah, that's an interesting take on that. Yeah, because you kind of let others just sort of, it's almost like throwing something into one of those big things they spin for the lottery. You just like whatever comes out,
Yeah.
Throw it into the hat and see what happens. Well, that is absolutely terrific. And I know that, like you said, you've got plans here. Nashville's on the docket, and the Gulf Coast of Alabama. Are there places out west where you'd like to get to as well? I'm sure. I mean, there's so much to see in this country.
There is so much
endless.
to see. Yeah. I think we've been trying to see things that the typical person doesn't see, to share sites with our audience that aren't so popular, but we definitely at some point would want to go out west and experience all that has, for sure. And we've talked about maybe doing it with another family, sort of joining with someone to experience that together and have that.
Yeah. Well, that's great. And like you said, it's the kids get to meet other kids on the road, and they friendships form, and also adults as well, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fun. It is. We've said it endlessly on the show that it is one of the most unique and strongest bonds and communities that there is, out there.
I definitely agree with that.
The ever-growing family. Well, we really do appreciate your time, Shannon, and when the time comes, we can't say anything, and we're not going to say anything other than you've got some big plans ahead. We'll just leave it at that. And when those big plans become a reality, you'll join us again. That'd be terrific.
Well, I will have a big surprise that I will share here first, and I'm really excited about it.
Wow, well, we'd be honored to share it with our audience. And thank you so much for joining us on the RV Advisor podcast, and look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you so much. It was a really fun experience doing this.
Terrific. Well, safe travels, and we'll see you soon. This is the RV Advisor podcast. Back in just a moment.
With the RV Advisor's Roadside Assistance Plan, we've got you covered for just $99 per year. Visit thervadvisor.com today.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander. And of course, I am speaking with our guest coordinator, Neve Carey-Zacco. Hey, Neve.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, and you are later today, or possibly even now, through the magic of pre-recording in the air, going to Ireland. And
exactly.
So, this is it. This is, from South Florida to the Emerald Isle. And very much, I'm sure you're very much looking forward to that.
Yeah, I really can't wait to get over there and just spend some time with my family. And I actually was talking to some people over in Ireland that have RVs and rent their RVs to people that are interested in coming on our podcast. So hopefully in the next few weeks here, we're going to have some fun podcasts belonging to people from Ireland and England and even into Europe. We had some again that reached out in Europe. So yeah, just basically broadening our horizons as far as learning about life on the road in other countries. This is a perfect example of when you travel, you can still, connect and use the RV Advisor for advice and help, and listen to our podcast and learn from people from all over the world.
Wow, that is absolutely terrific. And that is certainly a destination that I have always wanted to visit. Your beautiful home country. I would love to get there someday. And I remember as a kid, I will say this, that as you know, my dad and his brothers had a movie theater, and we used to play. Every now and then you'd get these little travel logs that would come and you'd play them before the main movie. And there was one that I actually still have it on film, believe it or not, but nothing to show it on. I have no projector, but it's called Green for Ireland. And it was made in the 60s, and it was a beautiful travel log. It just absolutely beautiful. And it showed the colorful doors of Dublin. It showed, folks storytelling in Gaelic, and the music of Ireland, and of course all the beautiful countryside. I just fell in love with it. I said, someday I got to get there. So
wow, I want to get a projector now.
I'm telling you, we got to get one and show it. It's a beautiful travel log. But anyway, you're going to the real thing. You're going to see the real deal. So that's absolutely terrific. Going back home to celebrate your mom's 60th birthday.
Yes, very excited.
Yep. And of course, why don't you share? I know folks can get you anywhere. They can get you on the road, whether you're here or in Ireland or wherever you are. Let them know where they can reach out and maybe even get on the show.
Yeah, of course. And again, from anywhere, it doesn't have to be the United States. Anyone tuning in from Europe, England, Ireland, anywhere, more than welcome to join and let us know any tips and tricks along the road in them areas. My email is ncarey@thervadvisor.com. And then you can reach me via our social media, which is RV Advisor on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. Just send a private message, reach out that way, and we can get you on the show.
That is absolutely terrific. There you go. Well, Neve, safe travels. And the next time we talk, we'll see where it all falls. You may be sitting in your car, you may be in Ireland. Who knows? We just never know.
Who knows? You never know.
All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to the RV Advisor podcast. For Neve Carey-Zacco, I'm Tom Alexander. We'll see you next time. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.